Hey y'all, Jin Lee here with episode 11 of the Fireside Chat, which was held on Lidz87 stream on August 31st, following the August Squex live stream, which we go over the upcoming content, Yuna, Agrias, and of course the Setzer banner. Oh, the Setzer banner. I do give a little bit of my rant in there. Dimensions End, our thoughts on Equinox, viewers' questions, answers. This is a monthly thing together with Resfoina, Lidz87, and the Broadway Saiyan actually was able to make it in the latter half. He just had a second baby boy. Big congrats to him. He even showed Zayden off on the stream a little bit, so that was exciting. We generally will hold these the Tuesday or Wednesday after the community stream, so definitely stay tuned to that for our anniversary 12th episode at the end of September as well. Hope to see you all there. And a big thanks to all my co-firesiders. And thanks all for watching. Hope you enjoy. Bye.
All right, there we go. Hello, good evening. We're just going to hang out here for a little bit before we do get started. What? What happened?
Tending the fire.
What you were gonna put for 40.
Yep.
That's incredible.
I was trying to decide what to put there because I was like out of office. I'm like, no, we're not necessarily working here. I was trying to be funny, like being a dad or something.
I love it.
But I
Perfect.
Tending the fire. So, Eczema drunk. Hey, we'll get there soon. Welcome, and salud. Yeah. So,
I assume you have an easy way to switch if he joins.
Yeah, I could just literally switch that off and if he does decide to join in. So hopefully, I mean, I know he said he was tired, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Fine. He's
Yeah, I mean, they just had the baby on, Friday?
Yeah.
Give him a lot of credit.
I mean, it's been a few days already. My God, jeez.
Right, 40? Come on, man.
I know.
Get your shit together, 40. That's right. If you're listening, 40, come on.
We love you, 40.
Yes, we do. NyQuil. Remember, NyQuil. It'll be your best friend.
Drug the babies.
Oh, shit. That's not good. Oh, boy. That would be sad. Oh, Rez is hosting us. Yay, very nice. Well, thank you, Rez, for the host. I hear great things.
You're welcome. Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Liz, I keep looking over at our group chat with the GIF of the scooting dog, and it's just, it makes me laugh every time I look at it.
That was Teddy, obviously.
I told, for context, I told the Fireside crew that I was taking Teddy out quickly, and then I'd go on, and Liz responded with a GIF of a scooting dog. It's amazing.
Does Teddy do that?
Oh, 100% he does that, and it is hilarious.
It always puts me off.
It's so fucking funny.
Right on the brand new carpet too. Oh.
I'm always just like, my carpet, exactly, or something.
Yeah, my dog does that too. Like, my wife, I forgot when she bought this little carpet in our living room, and then every time he's done with the bathroom, he'll slide his butt across it. When he's done eating, he'll start cleaning his face. He'll like shove his face on the carpet. I was like, bro. I was like, I sometimes I just lay down there and you're just sliding your ass across. Come on now.
Teddy's a good boy.
Teddy is a good
Happy birthday, just Stumpy.
Stumpy?
Yes, happy birthday, Stumpy.
Happy birthday, Stumpy. Woo! Party. Hello, what's going on? Thank you guys for joining us. We're just going to hang out here for a few more minutes and then we'll get started. Oh, there's Teddy. Oh, Teddy looks tired.
He's exhausted. I'll let him go back to sleep, but hello.
It's
from Teddy.
Past Teddy.
You don't want to go back down?
Bedtime. Oh, hello, Halcyon. Hello, friend. We see you. We know you're behind. We know you're behind the door. You see him peek in. Hey.
He did give me an allergy pill the other night, which was very necessary. My allergies are so bad right now.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the allergies are not fun. How many are you taking allergy medicine or like allergy anything like the nasal stuff or?
Yeah, I'm just taking like Clarin D.
Okay. Be visible
Which
now if I
I should-
poked in.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because the camera is more widescreen now. So
Nice.
if Halcyon poked in, he'd be visible.
Give us a high five. Hey, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Oh boy. Oh, what's it? Tuesday Taco Tuesdays? Oh no, wait, Jin, isn't it tomorrow over there for you?
It is. I know exactly what happens in the future.
You need to get us the lottery numbers. If you
Get us all the lottery numbers.
Yes. So once we win the lottery, we can fly you over, and we'll have like a big barbecue. We'll visit 40. We'll have his what does he like to do? This Korean barbecue. Can't wait.
We had Korean barbecue meatballs for dinner tonight. It was fucking delicious.
I've never had those.
It was like meatballs in a bulgogi sauce. It was amazing.
Stumpy, that is
So good.
Jinli right there. He has such like dedicated posture that he just doesn't move for the entire stream. Like he should be a ventriloquist. That's how awesome Jinli is at just sitting still. Like his skin is so like smooth and fair. Like look how smooth it is. There's no pimples on that face.
I mean, that's also accurate, just in general.
See? Like Ghost Times is actually
Are you fair skinned right now?
I am, yeah, fair skinned, pimple free.
Like as fair skinned as I am right now?
No, that's not possible, but definitely close enough, as close as I'll ever be.
All right. Shall we get started, friends? Let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to another Fireside Chat episode. This is episode 11. We're almost at the 12th episode, the 1-year mark. So those of you not familiar, this is a monthly podcast episode where four friends get together, have some drinks, and talk about Opera Omnia. So if my fellow hosts would introduce yourselves.
Yeah, I'm Rez. Cheers. I'm having a White Claw as usual. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Discord, and shameless plug because tomorrow night is when we're doing our Yuna cosplay. So here's a little preview of the cosplay itself. So we'll be doing regular FF10 Yuna cosplay because that's what was cheaper. Would have loved to do Gunner Yuna, but it was significantly cheaper to do regular Yuna. But it looks great. I'm very excited. So that's going to be tomorrow night for the release of Yuna's Eldian Burst. And we're also going to be doing a fundraiser for an organization called Beit al-Barek that's working to assist Lebanese people with the increased cost of living right now, because 70% of Lebanese people right now cannot afford food, and Lebanon is where my dad's from. So that's what we're doing tomorrow night. So that'll be Twitch tomorrow night around like 9:30 Eastern. So that's my plug, and I will pass it off to Jin.
I always wondered why the Gunner outfit is more expensive when it's just like jean shorts and
It's
like
so much
white
less fabric.
Huh.
It's like compared to like a huge robe or whatever, but yeah.
Maybe because it's
Anyways,
more
yeah.
popular.
Yeah.
It was like Yuna.
I mean, they
this
both
Yuna
look
cosplay
great.
was like
Both look
$200.
great.
All the Yuna Gunner cosplays that I looked at, minimum $600.
That's wild.
Jeez.
Like jean
Yeah.
shorts. That means the jean shorts cost like $400.
That's absurd.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm Jin Lee. I'm on YouTube. Also, gonna shamelessly shill here. I'm closing in on 4K subs, so
Woo.
I'm gonna ask people to help push me over the edge
Woo.
there. I recently put out like 2 videos of me like pitting bursts galore, so make those 240K gems worth it.
Nice.
All right.
Uh,
And yeah, Lidz.
I am Lidz87, a fellow content creator. Shameless plug. I love tacos, so Taco Tuesdays is my thing. I did have some Chipotle earlier today, so there's that. And our other fellow host, 40, the Broadway Saiyan, unfortunately cannot join us tonight as he is a papa again. They just had their second baby on Friday, so congratulations and huge shout out to our boy 40. Being Dad 2.0, so to say. But I know he mentioned if he was able to pop in, he would. But again, no pressure, and we love you, fam. So, all right, so we have quite the topics to discuss tonight, and usually what we like to discuss during these our podcast is the Square Enix community live stream and the events that are upcoming our way. But first, how did the last month go for you guys? I know that we did have a pretty hyped up banner, so to say, and we had an interesting change. But those of you who don't remember, last month we had Cloud of Darkness, Daddy-O's Lost Chapter. We had Queen being introduced, Tritus, LD and Burst, Reno LD with Rose LD. We had the Boss Rush with Leon and Jax returning LD, and the Setzer banner. So where did you guys use your gems at? Were tickets? What were you guys excited about? How did it go?
But for me, as I mentioned, I recently just pitied those. I went gems on both those triple burst banners. Went straight to pity. They're pretty wild though. They're like very up and down pools. In the end, I'm happy I did it, but I'm so broke now, so poor. I can't spend any gems anymore. But the last month was definitely up and down for me because I really wanted Cloud of Darkness and Titus BTs. I didn't get either of them. I went like 500 tickets on Queen to finally get her with no burst. Went 300 on Titus, no burst obviously. But then Rosa and Sabin were good for me. So, and Leon as well, which I was just trying to chase the burst. I did all right. So it was very up and down. Very up and down. I am so broke now. Please help donate to my gem fund.
I will donate 10 tickets. How about that?
we'll cover Setzer later.
So
Rez, you can cover how your banners went for everything else. We'll cover Setzer.
Oh man, yeah. So obviously, Jen and I did our Cloud of Darkness LD pulls together while I was at an airport.
All right.
So yeah, Jin got that LD in 5K, but it took me a little bit more, but luckily I was able to pick up her burst on Queen's banner in like 40 tickets, which was amazing. I put out videos for both Queen and Sabin's banner. I got neither of their LDs on those videos, but obviously I went back in. I ended up getting Sabin like later that night that I got Queen Burst, not Queen Burst, Cloud of Darkness Burst. I spent like 150 more tickets on Sabin, but I did end up getting his LD, which I'm very happy about because FF6 is my favorite, as most of you know. And then I ended up doing every day I would like do a couple ticket multis on Queen's banner, and I did end up getting her LD on a random blue orb, which was fun. Titus I did that on stream, got the LD and burst within 55k, which was dope. Rosa was incredibly kind. It was my very first free daily LD, and it was a
Nice.
great LD to do that. Unfortunately, I wasted that good luck, and I spent tickets on Setzer because I got massively triggered by all of the LDs that I picked up. So essentially, the luck that Rosa gave me was squandered, and I lost those tickets anyway. But I didn't end up getting Leon, which is fine. I had all of the gear on the two bursts, like the two triple burst banners, except for Chantoto burst, but I wasn't gonna try to get that, so I skipped those banners. We'll get into Setzer later, but I'll pass it back to Lidz. Overall, the month was good.
Oh, that's such a bad. Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a moment, guys. But no, last month was pretty good. I did happen to pick up Cloud of Darkness's LD and Burst weapon, which I was very excited about. I don't know if I'll 3 out of 3 her later down the line with her Burst Plus. So I skipped out on the Sabin banner because I already had Gladio with his LD. Typically, and I'm guilty because I still pull sometimes too. Typically, I try to avoid banners where I have one of the LDs already. I try, keyword is try there, quote, end quote, to plan around those banners because, you know, with all these repeating LDs, it's possible you could pick up plenty of duplicates. Like kind of what happened on the Reno LD banner. I said I wasn't going to pull. We didn't get the Setzer banner got pushed back. I needed, you know, the pull finger, so to say. I was like, oh, look, here's a LD that I don't have on the global side. I threw like 200 tickets. I got like 3 Reno LDs. I was like, what the shit? I quit. Nope. So that's why you got That's why you got to plan around that, guys. Or at least try to do your best. You know, if one of these characters are going to be coming in.
Keyword try.
Yeah, keyword is try. So unfortunately, I couldn't get Rose up, so that's fine. I know she makes a comeback a little bit later down the line. I know she's one of them for sure is like with Gilgamesh. We'll throw tickets on there, see if we get his burst weapon or not. I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. Leon, though, I got very lucky on the Leon banner. I think it was 3 tickets. I got his LD. That was insane. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
I was planning on skipping that one too. I don't know why. I don't know if my viewers at the time were, no, let's just pull, and then we 3 tickets.
I'm more shocked that you're doing single tickets.
Yeah,
me too. Me too. Well, usually when I do my pulls, I don't know why it's always been like this the longest time when it comes to ticket multi draws. I like to be in increments of like 5 or 10, especially with 10 ticket multi draws. I gotta be at the multiples of 10 mark for some reason. I don't like seeing those like, I don't know what, 753. I got to get rid of the 3 so I could be at 750 and then just go down in increments of 10. I've always been that way, so I think that's what I was doing, and I got lucky with the Leon LD weapon.
It was just end in 9, so it's easy for me to keep track.
Is it because you're capped out on tickets? Is that why? 999.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Oh, dog. But what else did we get? We got 2 triple LD and burst banners. I didn't get Terra's burst weapon for free. I already had Tota's and Noctis, so I didn't necessarily go ham on that banner. I swear there's something in my eyeball tonight. Something's bugging me, but that's fine. The other banner, it was okay. But all right, guys, now it's time for that beautiful banner that we all know about, where Setzer and Titus's burst weapon was supposed to be on there. Now I know Jin and Rez got some stuff to say about that. So let's start off with Jin. Let's hear about your rant that you mentioned earlier.
Well, it's more like a mini rant. Like, all right, obviously, like Joshua had mentioned on stream that he already passed on the feedback about the banner. I'm sure he knew that it was already gonna be badly received. It's just like he has no control over it, so he was like, don't shoot the messenger, whatever. But yeah, it is good to give like constructive feedback to Squex so that they never do this again. Because like, I know that people have some said that like, oh, they gave us core, you know, it's okay, you know, that they pushed Setzer back and didn't give a burst on his banner. But it's like, core is like a win-win situation where they make money off of a surprise unit that we all pull for. So it's not like they're doing only us favors. And it's not the issue like of foresight. I'm okay. I love when they switch things up because it definitely keeps us on our toes. But when they switch things up unexpectedly for like a much worse like thing, like delayed him, so that made people pity Titus on different banners, and then released him without a burst. Like that doesn't happen. Like new units with new LDs, they come with a burst. It's the burst era, you know? So like, even if JP, they would get shocked if they had a new LD come out with no burst, you know? Like, it's rightfully upsetting because you just feel a lot less of value for gemming any banner with no burst on it. So yeah. So I mean, as long as they don't do this again, then I'm fine. It's fine. It's whatever. But like, let's say like if they do it with like, we know they won't do it with Agrias because they already mentioned on stream. But like, let's say they do it for future banners, we would not want them to continue releasing new LDs with no burst on the banner. If they pushed it into like Yuna burst, that would have been fine. Even Von burst would have been fine. It would not be as good, but definitely that was I don't really know what they were thinking on trying to do that. It felt like a kind of a greedy move on their part, so it doesn't look good. I don't know if they made money or not off of it, but either way, you kind of want a win-win situation. You don't want to, you know, win yourself and at the expense of the happiness of your clients, I guess, or customers or whatever. So yeah, that would be my mini rant. And I just hope that they don't do it again. And And Joshua, did his job. He passed along the feedback. So yeah, hopefully they know not to do that again. And yeah, Rez can pick up my salt. I mean, even if the banner was a good result for me, I still don't like the idea behind it. Like, I don't want them to do it again, pretty much.
Don't do it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like I'm lucky to have already gotten Titus Burst. If I didn't and I were waiting on this banner to go for it, then I would have, been furious and like, they delayed it, which is fine. That's one thing. But like Jin was saying, this is the burst era. Like maybe if they'd released it with a new LD or something, but like Ami LD, like Waka LD is at least a little bit newer, but it's not like hype or anything. As most of you guys know, I'm all about that ROI, return on investment. I work in tech. It's a very commonly used and very annoyingly used phrase, but like that's what that is. Like the only reason to use gems nowadays is the only thing that is statistically better about using gems over tickets is one, obviously the burst rate is much more increased. Second is like that extra +1 that has a better chance of getting everything. And then obviously pity. But if there's no burst, then there's like no reason to use gems on something if there's no burst. Unless of course like you're kind of low on tickets like me. But then there's no value in that banner because like you can't even get, burst dupes or anything. I got fucking 11 LDs that were not Setzer before I got a Setzer LD. Like I understand that like with a triple LD banner, you're gonna get LDs, 3 times more than you would. So if there were no other LDs on the banner, it would be like if I spent 250 tickets and 60k gems just for that one Setzer LD. But honestly, the fact that there were those 3 LDs, that's what made me go deeper with tickets. I did those first 50 tickets. I was supposed to stop there and go to gems, but because I got 3 LDs within those 50 tickets, I was like, well, fuck, maybe, next time I get an LD, it'll be Setzer. And I was very, very wrong. So to make it a triple LD banner is one thing, but to not even put a burst on there, which is like the main ROI that you get from using gems, especially knowing that a lot of people were going for Setzer, it was just, it immediately just reminded me of how Tales of Krystoria handled its anniversary banners.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, also
which for those of you that don't play Krystoria, they released 3 OP units that we all assumed were going to be on the same banner together, but they released them all separately with all their own separate pities, and I ended up pitying all 3 of those banners. So that's what this reminded me of. But again, Joshua, Crystal have done a fantastic job relaying everything. And like Jen said, just because we had core and everything, we've had great things, doesn't mean that we can't give constructive and like respectful feedback on this to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Like if people don't know what the original banner was, the original banner was Setzer LD, Waka LD, and then Titus Burst. So essentially what they did was replace Ami LD with Titus Burst, which is like not a very good substitution. Not even close. And then like number 2, like from what I heard, like you can't even blue Ami's armor, right? Like if they come again, you're supposed to be able to blue their armor. It's completely like a half-ass kind of switch, last minute switch, or I don't know, greedy money grabbing switch. That's essentially what it was. And it made like 0 sense. Like no new LDs should come without a burst. That's just never should happen again, pretty much. I mean, your thoughts on it, Liz? I think you were less upset about it than we were, I guess, right?
Well, I try to keep my composure, because I don't want to legit. So all right, so it's the night of the Setzer banner, right? It was confirmed. We got the in-game notification. And like my whole chat, we're like, oh shit, like he's coming out tonight. This is it. It's finally happening. You know, he didn't get pushed that far back into the Yuna burst banner, but we were very hyped. We were very excited. You know, me for one, I was definitely planning 100% to gem on the Setzer banner to get Tripods' burst weapon on there. And then legit, as soon as it came out, we were staring at it. I was like, I didn't know what to really say at first. Like I changed my mind. I didn't go gems. I started going in with tickets, but even then, like I wasn't happy. I couldn't really focus because I was trying to process it in my mind. And fortunately for me, Joshua popped in, and at that moment I got Setzer's LD weapon. I guess he pushed the button or something. I don't know.
It was like no riot, Lids. Here's the LD.
Yes, don't riot. So you go. Like, oh, okay. Hey, yes. No,
my mistake was not streaming.
This was a great banner. Yes, of course. No, but
So how many tickets did it take you?
Honestly, I don't even remember. That's how I was just trying to process what the hell was happening that night. But I did end up, unfortunately, using my burst tokens. I mean, that could have been good or bad. You don't know how many gems you're gonna use or tickets. It's RNG. So maybe 50, 60, give or take. Maybe
wow, nice.
It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. And I was fortunate because I was concerned. Well, I didn't have Waka's LD. I didn't really want his LD, but I was okay with this since I didn't have it. Emmet Italian, I already had their LD, but it is what it is. But luckily I did get it. But I will say that I wasn't necessarily angry. You know, I wasn't going to grab pitchforks and stuff, you know, go to corporate and be like, yo, you can't do this shit again. But at the same time, you could tell that I was like disappointed in that decision because, as you know, Jin mentioned, on the JP side of the game, we follow the JP timeline to help us global players, you know, plan our polls a little bit more better to get more, as Rez likes to say, return on investment for a bunch of these banners and our resources. So that was a big, for a lot of players. I want to say maybe like 75% of the community were planning to go hardcore on that banner, and just for them to see that happen, yeah, no, it was intense. So hopefully the, you know, constructive criticism, positive feedback to hopefully avoid, especially or making changes to really hyped up banners later down the line. Like again, we love changes on the global side of the game, like what they did with Sarah. That was beautiful. Like we all love that. She was gonna trash tier, now she's up there. She was definitely a viable unit. The global first characters, they're beautiful. Look at Core. That guy's caring. He's making a lot of content easy. So yeah. So
right before we continue, Lids, there's some reason the stream is buffering. People are complaining about the stream buffering. Not sure if it's something on your end or not.
It might be. Hold on. You guys got to try fresh.
Is it something? Is it something weird?
No, it's going up and down. No, nothing.
It did seem. All right. Well, I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, Joshua did mention that it wouldn't have Tidus burst on the banner. I'm almost positive, pretty positive. He knew that there was gonna be blowback, so to quell the like super rage that there might have been, that yeah, he announced that there would be no Tidus burst. So I knew that there wasn't gonna be any Tidus burst on Setzer banner, but we didn't like. I was talking with one of the mods in TCC, J.A. He was suggesting that they probably might do a 3 LD banner, and I was like, no way they'd do that. Like, that is so ridiculous not to have a burst. They probably will put with Yuna or Vaughn. But yeah, they actually did end up doing the triple LD banner, so I hope they never do that again.
Yeah, he definitely did mention it, but I also thought I was under the same mindset, you know, because of these off banners or these seasonal banners, because they usually never mention them. So I was like, oh, he's probably, you know, just trying to play into that the Setzer banner. They didn't talk about it, so to say. So we're gonna get it, you know, like Sarah, Galuf, and they did push back Galuf back a banner also. So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna get the Setzer with the tripods banner. It's gonna happen. But
the Tidus LD banner had already passed, so I think that sealed it for me. Like I knew it wouldn't be on there because like the LD would have to be available if the burst was released. Otherwise, that would be really wacky. But yeah.
Right. So we'll see what happens going forward. Again, hopefully the feedback that we give them will make them consider not doing that again for some of these more hyped up banners. Right. So, all right, guys.
No, just in general.
Yeah, just in general.
No new LDs. All new LDs should have a burst.
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever done that in JP.
Absolutely.
They've never done that in JP. It's so weird.
It is very weird. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys, and hopefully they avoid this situation again. All right, guys. So just again, positive feedback, and that'll get passed along. All right. Speaking of Agrias banner, that's already confirmed to have Yuna burst. I know that a lot of players were concerned about that, but it was confirmed during the Square Enix community live stream slides. It is on there. There's a little note right there. Yuna's even on the same damn slide across from Agrias. Now, Rez, are you gonna be pulling for Agrias?
Fuck yeah, gems all the way. I still have yet to play Tactics, but she's my girl. I remember when she first came out on Global, and she was very kind to me, and I intend to return the favor. Hopefully she's kind to me this time as well.
Okay, so the day you play Tactics is the day I'll finish Chrono Trigger. How about that?
It's the day you both finish Chrono Trigger.
Jen, you haven't played Chrono Trigger either?
And FF6.
We're united.
God.
We're united in that.
Oh crap!
Yeah, you haven't played FF6 either. Neither of you. What's wrong with you?
Jin,
we can protect each other from Rez.
Jin, are you going to be pulling for Agrias yourself?
I mean, obviously, hell yeah. I mean, like, I think all the Tactics fans, they need to just gem her to pity. Even if you get the LD early, just gem her to pity so that Gwex knows that they need to give more Tactics characters so that they're like, oh man, Agrias just made us a bunch of money. So everyone just gem her until pity. Over pity, 500k, throw it on that banner.
That and also Yuna's burst weapon.
Get yourself some 5 BT tokens.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, we did just skip over Yuna, right? Obviously we're pulling for Yuna as well.
Of course. We were going to talk about her a little bit later. I mean, if you guys want to talk about her right now, that's fine. That'll take up the rest of the podcast.
Oh yeah, that's fine. We can continue on the way we go.
Okay, so Agrias, yes, same as well here in terms of pulling for her. She's a great utility character, guys. She has 3 forms of ways to stop the enemies, especially if they're magic. She has paralysis built into her kit. She has freaking a silence with her EX ability, which stops magic brave damage, and with her LD upgrade, using it upgrades her brave attack. Use her upgraded brave attack that will confuse all the enemies. Now she is definitely useful. Rez, I'm curious, have you heard about the Kate Sith Lufenia Plus by any chance? Have you seen it?
I have not.
How about you, Jen?
I don't really stay up to date with a lot of JP stuff other than freaking out about Rydia LD or something.
Is the multi-tool. She always has been great. Every time she's come back, she's just been great because she is such a great multi-tool unit.
She definitely is, and even with her LD special effects, she has the capabilities to increase your party's brave damage, which is always beautiful, and she does have something brave gain up, which is going to be useful, especially during Lufenia Plus, when you're going to start seeing really, really beefy bosses with massive amounts of brave damage reduction. They will reduce your brave gain, so any ways that you could further increase that will be more useful. So having her in Lufenia Plus could potentially be useful for you guys if you guys are going to go for her. I was asking Raz about the Kate Sith Lufenia Plus because I know she was a shining star on that one. But Jin, have you heard about that one? Yes? No? Just curious.
I have not heard about the Kate Sith Plus. I mean, I will be going for Kate Sith also, so I'm sure he'll be okay for that.
Okay. I'm just very curious. Long story short, Kate Sith Lufenia Plus. I know for me that one was very hard. I don't know if I saw VL here earlier, another fellow JP player. There's a lot of JP players here, but if you guys can definitely back me up on this one in terms of Kate Sith Lufenia Plus, I thought that was probably one of the hardest ones because you're facing the Sabin ghost thingies, right? The 3 ghost. Okay. So when you kill off the little baby ghost, they go away. The big ghost is there, and you have to do brave damage. But if it gets a turn, it brings back the little baby ghost, and your run is over pretty much. So and after a certain amount of HP threshold, it literally.
Did you say baby goat or baby ghost? Or neither.
It has goats. It has ghost.
Baby goats are adorable.
No, I wouldn't have done that one.
The last time they were a headache was with the soul tree or whatever. Soul cage.
Yeah, so you guys already know how much of a pain they are.
Yeah, they're a pain.
Now imagine the Papa Ghost just jumping up ahead at certain HP thresholds, and again, if it acts, there goes your run. So you literally have to stop it from doing stuff. And Agrias was extremely useful there, at least from what I remember. So Lufenia plus viable, guys. Just saying.
Agrias will be useful in a lot of fights. Just the
for sure.
I mean, I gotta give credit to Squex just for like they only released 2 official tactics characters, but they did make them really good. So at least there's that.
Well, I mean, I guess we have Balthier with his costume, and Cloud wasn't tactics.
That's
so we have
official tactics characters.
Fine. Yeah, I'm curious. All right, a little off topic here, but who would you guys want as the next Final Fantasy Tactics character in Opera Omnia?
You're asking me?
Yes. You know what, you Rez. Yes. No, I'm just kidding. Jen, how about yourself, Am?
I mean, I did mention like before that I thought Beowulf would be awesome with Rice, the dragon. That would be awesome. Outside of like obviously Orlando or
Yes, the Thunder God.
Also like the ladies. I wouldn't mind the ladies either. Alma.
Was that one? That was Ram's sister, right? Alma.
Ram's sister, and then there's also Obelia, who's the princess.
Gotcha. Yeah, that would be really dope. So Square.
There's so many good units they could bring in. To be honest, I mean, 40 mentioned like the assassin girls before. They would be dope as well. There's just so many. I mean, even Mustadio. I wasn't that big of a fan of him, but like people love Mustadio as well.
I'm curious why they haven't brought them
Construct 8, Delita. There's so many. Like Brave Expius uses a lot of them, but I don't know why. Yeah, for some reason DFFOO just.
Yeah, there's so much potential. The licensing thing issue. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that. But we can't wait to see them. It's gonna be beautiful. We can't wait. All right, friends. So next up, we're gonna be getting. We're getting some returning lost chapters. Nothing too memorable. I mean, unless you're a Final Fantasy VII fan, we're getting Rude Lost Chapter, which is going to see Yuffie with a rework and new LD. She's pretty much a hardcore debuffer. But I will say though, guys, Yuffie is probably the strongest unit in the game because she can solo.
I know where you're going with that.
Lufenia's, okay? She already soloed the Terra Lufenia, and she can solo the Garnet Intertwined Will Lufenia. Plus, have you guys seen gameplay of that by any chance?
I have not. Does she require her LD?
No, that's the thing.
Mm.
It's just like a similar cheese. Similar cheese. Yeah.
Yuffie cheese.
The Yuffie cheese that we did before on that Dulahan or whatever.
Now, do you guys think, because all right, so the way both of these Lufenias worked, right? You get debuffed. Yuffie throws that debuff back. That's what she does. But I mean, I know I've seen some bosses, they are resistant to their own debuffs. Do you guys think they would change that on the global side of the game once we get Garnet's Intertwined Will?
Or they give us an Abyss.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh.
I appreciate that.
Which I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I like doing the fight as intended. I don't like to tease things. I generally put a video of the cheese just to help others, but I generally at least will do the fight intended as well.
Right. I think I do the cheese. I'm also another player that doesn't like to do cheese, if I can avoid it. I know on JP I did that because I didn't have the units to do Garnet's Lufenia Plus at the time. On global, I'll try to do it straight up and legit, but I mean, if all else fails, just bring in Yuffie. You don't need her freaking LD weapon. You don't even need her EX. Just throw back the debuffs and you're done. Easy game. First turn. That's it. Enjoy your free resources.
Yeah, I'd love to, I also prefer not to cheese. The problem is I procrastinate. It's just, I'm Arab. It's in my blood to procrastinate. And sometimes I procrastinate so much that I just have no choice but 2 cheese a Lufenia, because otherwise I'll run out of time. So honestly, even if I have so much time to plan, that's probably what will end up happening for Garnet's Intertwined Wills.
They might fix it though. They might fix it.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see. If anything, I could see them
If
fixing
they do, I'll
that.
deal with it then.
I'm sorry?
If they do, then I'll deal with it then. But maybe they'll just add maybe they'll just add an Abyss.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. But all right. The other Final Fantasy VII character that is going to be seeing some love is going to be Barret with a rework with an LD weapon, and that should be a part of the next Dimensions and Transcendence Tier 4. Rez, are you ready?
I'm going to be out of town for it, so no, I'm not ready. I take so long to do Transcendence anyway, but I just had to rearrange my pull plans, so I officially am now like skipping Barret. I don't want to, but like I have to. The Setzer disaster.
Oh, hold on.
Skipping for me is like is probably still going to end up being like 100 tickets, but yeah, I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be out of town for that, so I'll probably just rely on Jin or Halcyon to tell me exactly who I should use, because I don't want to think about it too much when I'm out of town.
Fair enough. Jin, are you going to be going for the Barret? Please tell me you're going for the Barret.
I mean, I have to throw some tickets for the Barret. I mean, it's FF7. I mean, it's definitely a FF7 love with Yuffie and then Barret. So gotta throw some tickets there, especially since I'm gemming Yuna and Agrias, and I also wasted 240k recently. So definitely will have tickets to spare.
Oh, so all right. So how about this? Do you think we should wait then, because we're going to be getting Yuna first, right? Then it should be Agrias, and then the tier 4. And we're going to be throwing resources at the Barret banner. Do you think we should go to him on the Agrias banner, or we should wait? Never know.
Oh, I definitely always will wait to get the burst until the very last.
Oh, totally.
I'm so used to waiting. Like, I think I've only gotten the burst on the initial banner like 3 times max.
Okay.
Every other burst I've ever gotten has been on the last banner generally, like, or the banner right before the last, or I token it at the very end. It's been a long waiting game for me with bursts generally.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
now I finally have like Vaughn and Terra, which are like old bursts. But yeah.
You officially have more bursts than I do now. You officially have more individual bursts than I do now. So
It was
it was expensive for me too when I had to go over.
Oh shit! Hey,
Party.
Broadway Saiyan. Oh, it's the
He
baby.
brought the baby.
Hello,
He brought the baby.
Theodore.
Oh, wait,
Hello.
I gotta fix the thing. I don't know why it's really small. There we go. Oh, look at the baby, guys. Hello, baby.
So I guess the NyQuil didn't work then. It's up. The baby's up.
Edge is sleeping.
Small baby.
He used the NyQuil on Edge.
Oh, it worked on Edge. Okay, gotcha.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's all good, fam.
Oh my God, no! Don't apologize.
No.
He's
Oh,
precious.
actually, can they see him on stream?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah,
did take
we-
off
Okay.
the tending the fire, so
Alright.
we. I don't know why his camera. Oh, it's probably just. Let me fix it on my end.
There you go.
There we go.
He's precious, my heart.
He's awake right
Merci,
now.
modèle. Hello. C'est qui le plus beau? Hi.
So, oh. How you doing?
There
How you
you
doing,
go.
fam? How you doing? How are you? Tired?
Tired, but
You
happy.
gotta be tired. Yeah,
Thanks
gotta
for
be
stopping
tired.
by.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
See you,
I didn't
fam.
want to miss out, so I am here.
You wanna do any ranting about Setzer or anything on your mind?
Just do
40.
it. Just do it.
About Setzer?
Yep.
Well, like what Josh said, first and foremost, be respectful with your criticism, be constructive. And what do I think of the banner? It sucks.
Yeah.
It does. It really does.
Yep.
I think I was talking to Rez about this. Like I was kind of like thinking of like how they could have handled this better if they want to do triple LD. I think if they wanted to do triple LD, maybe they could have put 2 other LDs or even just one that is amazing that they know that fans would be happy to see again. Like for example, I was talking about like Tifa's LD being repeated rather than a mid-Italian, because I know that while almost everybody pulled for Tifa, there might have been others that didn't pull for Tifa. Or imagine if the banner was triple LD, Setzer, Kurosame, Tifa. That would have been cool, right? Or if they wanted to put a burst on it, because I think they did say on the slides that Tita's BT was not going to be on there. They could have repeated like a BT that was exciting, like maybe
Shantaro.
Furion with early rework, or maybe if they did like Bart's repeat BT, that would have been cool.
BT would have been better than no BT.
Yeah,
Literally any
would
BT
have been better.
But yeah, I understand the frustration, and I'm glad people are being respectful about it, because I think the fear was that there was going to be so much toxicity behind it, and people attacking content creators, attacking peers in the community, and the stuff like that. But I think it was handled well, and I'm glad that they did address it. So, but yeah,
I think most people. Oh yeah, go ahead.
The banner sucks. That's just I don't like it.
I think most people know that it's not Josh's fault, and he can't do anything about it. We just want to tell the Squex themselves, like, don't do this again.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I've been brought up the point that like people have said that, or maybe one or two people have said that they probably, but I'm an Italian just because it's used for Divine Pandemonium, which okay, fine. I mean, but it just ran like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And people who wanted the LD already have it. You know, it was not a good LD. Yeah. It was not a good banner. It sucked, definitely. Yeah. Did you want to cover anything upcoming? Anything you're excited for, 40?
I'm excited for Agrias because I love tactics.
Yeah.
And I mean, she was a character that I used a lot in Lufenia Plus. I mean, I am excited for Yuna. Yuna, you want full investment, because if you really want to make the most of her, full investment, fully blue armor, get that burst. Her auras, even up to now, are extremely competitive, especially from a burst effect, as long as there's no debuffs active on the party. It even some current BT plus burst effects. And no, she does not die out in Lufenia Plus. Like, I don't know where that notion came from, where like characters like Tidus, Exdeath, and stuff like that die out. She doesn't. That is completely incorrect. Black Nero is a good testament to that, because he made a playlist of all his runs that he used Yuna with after she got her BT, even persisting through BT plus. Like, she's really, really good. So I'm excited for her for sure. I'm excited for Yuffie because she's actually, I would say she's my favorite female character in OG FF7. And I like her Advent Children outfit. I think she's really cool. Who else is coming out? Who's in Exdeaths?
Exdeath would be, who's with the tree? Ignis LD rerun.
Oh,
that's a good LD to rerun. I mean, for people that missed out, because it's a pretty good one.
Yeah. It's actually, but mainly it's Lion though. It's not Ignis. Ignis is the rerun. It's Lion.
Who's Lion?
Oh yeah, Lion, Ignis, and Kieran, and then you got Dande and Zell.
Well, Zell.
And then you got VV, the JP release of VV, and then and Deuce is on his banner as well. That's a
wait. Is Ignis LD on the banner with Exdeath LD?
Yes.
Or
yes?
Okay, good. I don't have Ignis.
No.
LD, so.
Wait,
no.
Karen is on Exdeath LD.
Oh, it is. Did I get that
Ignis
wrong?
Ignis is with Lion. Ignis is with Lion.
Oh, my bad. I got that wrong.
Ugh.
Sorry.
That's annoying.
I got the Karen already.
I don't have either, but I don't care.
You don't care how
Full battle royale for Zell. Come on, guys.
Nope.
Oh, God.
I quit.
I would quit.
Until the day that he's no longer Basura.
I'm done. Well, I mean, Zell does have, I guess.
No, he's fine.
Zell does have longevity. He does get better. So Zell, the way he works, he uses LD like for 4 turns. You can you break things. He gets to act again, and on the 4th turn or something, 4th, 5th, I forget which one. He runs literally around the world. That limit break from Final Fantasy, and then he punches the living shit out of his enemies. But for some reason, I just never. I don't know. I liked because all of his power was just in those 4 turns. But again, I could probably do that differently if for some reason we do end up doing that pull battle for Zell for shits and giggles. I'm sure I would have more use for him, but I don't know. I
mean, if you pay for my gems, I will.
I told you I'm donating.
Full skip.
I'll be donating 10 tickets, so there's that.
Yeah, full skip, hard skip. I think that's a banner that I actually will not put any resources into. I'm sorry, 40. You can take any Zell LD luck that I might have had on the banner.
But from a planner's perspective, though, if you don't, what Zonde T-Pose dude person, homie G, like if you guys don't like them and you want to wait on Zell, Zell does come back on a actually pretty strong banner during the Crystal Level 90 era with he's some kind of angel. I don't know what he is from Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wings, the lewd guy. I don't know how to say his name. Lewd.
Yeah.
He's lewd.
And he's a very useful character, so I would say wait for Zell for that banner because Lewd is he's an overall amazing unit also, for sure. So, and
I mean, they have to make those characters good because who else would pull for them otherwise?
True, very true. Now, all right, how do I Zayden? Is that how I pronounce his name?
Yeah, Zayden.
Zayden, obviously, Barret's one of your favorite Final Fantasy VII characters, right? You're going to be pulling for them 100%, for sure.
I'm going to pull for Barret, buddy.
You want the Anger Max?
Can you tell them you're going to pull for Barret?
Oh, he's yawning. Damn it, he's bored. I guess he doesn't like Final Fantasy VII. Gosh damn it.
We were covering the Barret banner and the Transcendence for
Yes.
40.
Oh, okay. Shoot, I can't pull out my phone because I need to look at who I took for TE4 because I forgot about that one.
Yeah, so to jog your memory, all right, so Transcendence 4, we're getting tier 4, guys. Good luck with that one because I know that one was tough, at least on JP. The left gate, you got the Garnet slime bosses, all right? The big slime boss, and it brings out the little add-ons, the little baby ones.
Ew, the flan.
Yep, those things. So that
flan
one.
medley.
Okay, so in order to increase the Lufenia counter, you got to cleanse debuff +8. Obviously, that's Yuna or some other cleansers. Like we got Penelo, we got Theodore. And you must bring a white crystal affinity character. The right gate, this is the one that I hated. The right gate is Guard Scorpions, the Emperor Guard Scorpions.
Ugh.
You have to deal ranged brave damage to increase the counter by 2. Okay, by 2, that's it. By 2. So after you take your turn, it's literally like you've only increased it by 1. You got to bring a red crystal affinity character, and they will counter melee brave damage. So you can't bring melee units, or you will get shut down. And the final gate is going to be the Vain Horsies, right? The ones that take 2 turns and can essentially one-shot your party, which is nice.
Those, yeah.
Oh god, I hate those.
Yeah, you increase that counter by having 12 buffs on the entire party. And the final boss for that one, there's 2 ways for the final gate. It's going to be the Sanctuary Keepers, the big dragons, big old dragons. And in order to increase that counter, you got to deal critical brave damage. How'd you do it? How'd you do with that one? 40. Do you remember?
Sorry.
Oh no.
I know I did not take Barret to any of those.
Zayden didn't either.
He's upset. He's upset you didn't give Barret his favorite character.
Zayden, say bye-bye. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Oh. Yeah, obviously Zayden is not excited for tier 4. I understand that. That was not easy, fam. That's how I felt. Legit. I was crying too with the right Guard Scorpions. I could not do it. Gosh.
Let me see who I took to that. I'm on my JP account right now. Let me see who I took to that. I know I didn't take Barret to that. I did not take Barret. But that doesn't mean he's bad. He's not bad. Like I know he gets a lot of he's been getting a lot of flack even before he comes out to global that he's but he's not a terrible character by no means.
Barret's great.
You got those follow-ups, you know.
You
pair him with like Setzer, you got all the rainbow follow-ups.
He's not Fujin, or
that's
Fujin got a
awesome.
shaft. Fujin got shafted, IMO.
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
Even I like Fujin, and she was pretty shafted.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like that. I'm trying to find who I took, but I know I didn't take. And just like what Lid said, I did not like that right gate. That right gate was terrible. Who did I
Just bring a
take?
bunch of ranged people.
Yeah, I know.
Is there
That's
like a comprehensive list of all
Actually,
like
yes.
units with
I mean-
Yes, here. Actually, I pulled this from the Toneberry Troop, guys. Let me post this in the chat. Check it out, guys. This talks about tier 4, and it does give a list of suggested units. But I know on the JP's El Nacho, work beautifully on there because he's a pure ranged unit with a burst weapon, and with his debuff that lets him warp ahead, he can keep the enemies in check. Trey should work beautifully on that one too. I feel like Trey's an amazing unit, guys, so definitely grab him.
Trey's a good option. Okay,
for sure.
If no one knows about the Toneberry Troop Lufenia guys, you gotta go to their website. They do such a good job. Just for the tier 4, and then there's the regular Lufenias they do for all the Lufenias as well, and obviously their infographics. So definitely MVPs.
Yeah, check it out, guys, for sure.
Let's see.
Sure. Hold on.
Okay, so I pulled out who I used. So for the left gate, I took Setzer, Von, Yuna, Overkill. For the right gate, I took Cloud of Darkness, 9, and Yuffie. And then for the middle gate, I took Setzer, Von, Yuna. So, I mean, if you guys want party comp ideas, that's who I took for TE4. And I remember I didn't really struggle with this one, except for that right gate was a little challenging. But I mean, I had
Setzer,
Yuna, and I had
Yuna,
Setzer.
that sounds amazing.
I mean,
Setzer, Von, and Yuna. What a team. What a team.
So,
oh man.
There you go.
That one was tough. I didn't have Yuna's burst. I struggled. I don't think I've still.
I'm so excited for Yuna. So excited for Yuna. It will be hard to wait for her burst. I really hope I get it like on the initial gems.
All right, tell you what. Let's go ahead. Let's.
Same.
All right, so Rez first. Are you looking forward to any other character? Because we're gonna talk about Yuna. All right, we're gonna talk about her. We're gonna talk why she's a great unit to look into. Perez, is there any other characters the rest of this month aside from Yuna that you are looking forward to?
Just Agrias. I'm very excited.
Okay.
Very excited for.
Jin, how about yourself?
I mean, I'm going gems on Yuna and Agrias, and then Yuffie. I'm gonna try to get really hard, and Barret. I will see what I have left, but I'll give him a good shot as well. Gotta stick to my FF7 guns. Gotta stick to my FF7 guns.
And 40, we know you're gonna be pitying Zell, right? For sure.
Heck yeah. I might cosplay Zell.
Yeah, that.
Oh my god,
would you?
I just might. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna do the tattoo on the face, because my wife would kill me if I tattooed my face with a real tattoo.
Oh no.
But I'll figure something out.
I mean, just get
I legitimately, yeah. I would love to see that.
Get a Sharpie. There you go. You'll be fine.
That's true. Or like the face paint makeup or whatever.
Would you dye?
Yeah, do some face paint.
Just dye your hair blonde too. Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be cool.
Oh, I don't know how she'll feel about that. We'll see.
I mean, you don't have a Goku Super Saiyan wig somewhere?
I do, but it's from like years ago, and it's so messy. Like, I need to get it fixed.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the Exdeath Cycle, I think I would legitimately probably only pool for his LD and then use it for challenge quests or something. That cycle is like horrendous for me.
What cycle? The Titus?
The Exdeath. The Exdeath Cycle. No, it's just like so many units I do not care about.
Oh, gotcha.
And DB
gotcha.
we already have. Yeah. So yeah, I would just pull his LD for challenge quests essentially.
Gotcha. All right, guys. So it's time to talk about probably the most hyped up unit in the month of September, and that is going to be the one and only summoner from Final Fantasy X and X-2, and possibly X-3 if they do decide to release that game at some point.
Oh God.
But yeah, she is going to be coming back. She's getting a rework. She's getting LD weapon. She's going to be a burst character, and she has some beautiful auras on her as a support unit. Now, 40, I know you did start talking about her earlier. Would you like to say why she's
on
amazing?
Yuna?
Yes.
Well, her skill 1 and skill 2 aren't kind of a mess, honestly. And I think despite the reworks they got, what more than makes up for Yuna is the LD and the BT, because her skill 1 and skill 2 is just kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
You know, at least it doesn't take up a turn anymore, and I think skill 2 is insta-turn. Most of the time, you're going to be starting off with skill 2 anyways, because they did buff that up a little bit. But all in all, the LD has a really hard hit. It's a pretty hard hitting attack. And then afterwards, you get access to the Valifor versions of her HP and her Brave, and they're also improved too. Generally, you're gonna want to go into the HP version, and then if you want to like battery before like you do something huge, or you want to like make sure she's like sustained, you would go into the Brave version. But that LD is loaded, and then talking about in a nutshell like her auras, assuming that you have everything invested into Yuna, and there's no debuffs on your party. If I recall correctly, it's like I think it's 70% Brave damage up and like 40% HP damage up. And that's not even all of it. I know that she does like HP overflow, Brave overflow. It's pretty insane. Just how powerful that burst effect is in combination with the LD. Like it's pretty powerful. The percentages that she provides to your party is pretty insane, which is why there's a lot of hype behind this character, and which is why she's amazing, not only for current Lufenia, but Lufenia Plus moving forward. She does not fall off whatsoever. Anybody tells you that, they're wrong. They're underselling her just because she doesn't have BT Plus. That doesn't mean anything. She is still an amazing unit, and I personally recommend her. And if you're going to be going for her, go all out if you can. Like get that blue armor, get that burst, get that LD. She's powerful. She's very powerful. Aside from the fact that her skill 1 and skill 2 are just but everything else more than makes up for it.
And Rez, you're going to be doing the cosplay you mentioned earlier, right? As you're pulling for her LD and
Heck
burst.
yeah.
Now, do you think that will increase your chances?
I fucking hope so. When I cosplayed Tifa, that was probably the luckiest pull I've ever had in this game, like ever. And it was great because it was just like a roller coaster because it was a gold orb, and then I got Tifa EX, and I was like, oh bummer. But then it was the LD, and then it turned into the burst, which was just incredible. I still apologize for anybody that was watching that live with headphones in. So hopefully Yuna gives me the same treatment. I would love to pick up her burst early. But I mean, like all of us have said, if we don't get the burst, then like, you know, if I don't get the burst on any of the banners, I will token it, but I will wait until like the very last day to token it, as much as I would love to use her in you know, as long as possible during synergy. I just like cannot bear the thought of getting a dupe after tokening her or something. But yeah, I'm very excited for her, and I really hope that the cosplay and fundraiser can give me some good luck for her LD and burst.
And hopefully you don't have to invest too much. Now, it does suck that we're not getting free multi-draws on a bunch of these banners, guys. So yeah, I mean, honestly, you could probably just go ham on the unit banner and just skip everything else the following month. So Jin, how excited are you, fam?
Oh man, she's the only reason that I've withheld. Like, I've been kind of annoyed that I've missed both Tidus and Cloud of Darkness bursts, even after like thousands of tickets. But Yuna is the reason I've held on to my burst tokens, because I need to see how her banners go. I'm gonna token it. If I don't get it, I'm gonna blue her armor, as 40 said. She is gonna be super maxed. She's a fave, and I mean, her kit is like, she's always been confusing in DFFOO. They like, originally she's like this Asuna healer, and then when they come her EX plus, they like tried to turn her into like a DPS, but her potencies were shit. And then so now finally she can at least do something pretty good. So I'm happy to actually have her be a great unit.
Yeah, for sure. She, like 40 was saying, she's great. She's gonna be great into the Lufenia Plus era. And even if you guys are not personally a fan of Yuna herself, you'll probably be using her as a friend support because of the auras. Bring her in, use the burst effect, get the massive increases to your brave damage, and just go into your own burst mode. Go ham with the Shuta dude, person, tripods, individual, and just go insane. And then once Lufenia Plus happens, you'll still be using her again because of the auras. Even like units, here's the thing, like with Opera Omnia, usually supports, if they have a good aura kit, they are very useful, because if I remember correctly, there was some players still using Paladin Cecil, okay? He has yet to receive any love on the JP side of the game. they were using him in the early during the early stages of the Lufenia Plus era because of the auras that he gave to the rest of the party. Him like on top of a friend support unit into your own characters, burst mode, or even at that time with the burst ability, it was very, very powerful. So definitely try to get it, guys. If you guys are seriously lacking in some kind of support type unit with auras, then definitely go for Yuna. Are we comparing Y'shtola in the chat? Is that what's going on?
Yuna had better be nicer than Y'shtola was to me. Y'shtola was very, very mean to me, and I still don't forgive her for it.
Oh, all right. So I forgot. All right. So when Y'shtola first debuted on JP, I burst tokened her burst weapon. All right. That was cool. That was awesome. I don't know why. During that time, she was just fine. She was okay. All right. She wasn't meta breaking. She was just okay. And then here comes Lufenia Plus, the Burst Plus era. We got Zayden and Y'shtola burst weapons repeating. We got free multi-draws on those banners. Guess what burst weapon I got for free?
Obviously, Y'shtola.
Yes, that feels bad. You know, you used your burst token on a burst weapon, and then you get it for free. Obviously, that was several months ahead. I mean, we couldn't tell from that, but when I got it, I was like, gosh damn it. So
my idea when it comes to that is like, if you didn't token her, you probably wouldn't have gotten her for free either, because that just changes the whole path of your future. So you can just be happy that you got 5 burst tokens. That's how I try to think about it.
Yeah. So try to plan ahead, guys. Like, just don't be impatient. Like, if it's, for example, like the Titus banner, if you know, for example, one of the banners is going to be free, just wait. Don't burst token yet. Just wait until the very last free multi-draw. Because I have heard horror stories where players burst token to burst, and then they got the burst weapon for free, either on a daily pull or on free multi-draw. So I think that would feel bad, even worse, like on the free daily pull.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. It's happened more than we can remember. Like, you think it doesn't happen that much, but it actually happens. I'm still waiting on my free burst daily, but it seems like a lot of people seem to have gotten
one day.
Who I know, none of us in Fireside have gotten a free daily burst, but has anybody in the chat gotten a free daily burst?
I mean, Blobs has, right? I mean, I remember his posts.
I'm sure Blobs.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh, what is that command? That's a good command. I like it. I'm the underdog.
Did you do your dailies? I'm dead. Lids, you need to log back into Crest. What are you doing?
I'm focusing on Konosuba. I am proud to say that it wasn't a free daily. It was a free multi-draw. I got Shantoda, and immediately I thought of my boy 40. I was like, yes! I got Shantoda's burst weapon. So, yeah.
Hey, I went to pity on that banner for you, 40.
Wait, did you really?
All for Shantoda. Yeah. I went to pity on both triple burst banners.
Oh, I gotta watch the vids. I'm behind on videos.
Oh, those are pretty epic. Yeah.
I will watch those.
Alright, guys, so pity Yuna if you have to. Again, get her LD, then go for her on the Agrias banner. Alright, guys, so we're almost close to question time. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them. Any of my fellow hosts, if you guys see one, just copy and paste that into our notes so we can circle back to it. But we wanted to talk about just one more thing before we got into the question, and that is going to be about the Equinox that we got on the global side of the game. Rez, how did your thoughts on those? How did you do on those? Did you do them all? Uh-oh. She's showing the
I did one of them. I did the very first fight against the stupid oil poisoning thing during a Litfenia stream yesterday after the community stream. Have not done any of the others yet. So yeah, we'll probably do those tonight before I fall asleep.
Wait, which oil one? Was it the machine?
The thing that does the oil poisoning debuff.
The machine? The floating?
The one that floats.
Machine.
Yeah, the one that floats and ground.
Isn't that one about to go away?
So fucking annoying.
Isn't there like 1 day left?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I gotta do the other 2 fights. Yep.
Oh crap.
Oh yeah.
But
wait, how much time is it? Fuck.
I think it's like 1 day left, I believe, because I checked earlier and it was like 2 days. So I don't know. If
Okay, no,
it's
it's September 3rd. So I've got until Thursday night.
it might be UTC time though. Remember that.
Yeah, it's September 3rd. So I've got until
Okay.
Thursday night since it's the 2nd.
Okay, cool. All right, now you had difficulties with that one. What the challenges? Who'd you do it with? Do you remember? Since you said it was a lit night.
Do I remember? Yeah, I was lit. So I was very confused as to when it was going to cleanse its debuffs, when it was going to dispel my own buffs. It was very annoying, and I was very confused because I was on like my 5th White Claw or something. But I ended up using Titus, Core, and who else did I use? Who did I use? Pestle. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that's who I used at the suggestion of Jin and Halcyon.
So I take it, Jen, were you backseat driving that fight?
I mean, yeah, I had to just help her through her whiskey or White Claws.
Lithuania.
What did you think, Jen, about either Equinoxes? How do you feel about the events?
I think that the events are great. I love the events. I like, this is like, if we're gonna crap on them for doing the Setzer banner, we got to give them props for these 2 events, because they're like mini entropies, transcendence, whatever you want, dimensions and kind of things for events, and I loved it. Like, things that lock out your characters means you have to bring multiple teams. You got to plan them out, and the fights were fresh. I mean, they were old bosses, but with different orbs. Obviously never seen a JP before, so we got to figure it out for ourselves, and it was definitely like the Aurora ones were probably harder than the recent Umbral ones, but I think overall it was a fantastic event, and I do hope that they continue to do these more often.
40, how about yourself, fam? Did you do them all yet? How'd you do? Did you like them? Did you dislike them? Were you pissed off with the floating oily thing?
I haven't done the Umbral one for obvious reasons, but I will get to them. Equinox, I mean, all in all, it's fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the challenge. I enjoyed the fact that they tweaked the fights to where we had no foresight or what to really expect outside of what we knew from when we first fought them in their prior events. But the decent challenge that it provided was fun, and I personally enjoyed it, and I really want them to bring this back, like, at least every other month. I mean, I'd like for it to be once a month because it's a nice change, but I know I can already foresee problems with that. I mean, the Setzer thing, unless they decide to. I don't know how they're going to go about that. But all in all, the event itself, that it being global exclusive content, it was fun. And Equinox was a fun challenge, and I'm excited to try out Umbral. I'm probably not going to struggle as much with Umbral, only because Setzer is featured on that, and, well, Setzer kind of... It's Setzer. There's a reason why there was hype behind that character. But it was fun. I enjoyed it, and I want to see more of it. I want to see more of this global exclusive content where we got to strategize a bit, kind of think about different team comps, and just overall have a difficulty where it can be frustrating, but it's a fun kind of a frustration. You know what I mean?
I definitely agree 100%. I like them. I know I definitely struggled during the first set. That was rough. I was like, why the hell is this flying oily machine keep cleansing like every 2 freaking turns? I don't know. I swear, I brought Ferris on that first run, and I was just spamming her abilities, just trying to keep the debuffs on it. I did have to redo it later down the line with like Sephiroth and Kadaj, because the gold frame debuffs definitely helped out a lot for that one. But it was tough, and I'm honestly, like, I'm glad that they did push back Setzer because of those reasons. Because I feel like if we had Setzer then, one of them, like, whatever, obviously, the characters were locked behind whatever you perfected it with. So the hardest one that you guys thought would have been the most difficult for you, that would have been a breeze with having Setzer on the team composition. So thank you for in that regards to pushing back Setzer. And the fact that they had the debuffs where you can cheese them, so they were resistant, if I remember correctly, to like HP attack, disable, to terror. So you couldn't bring El Nacho to potentially cheese some of these, which was beautiful. I love that a few debuffs completely changed your team compositions, and it was tough. Probably the hardest one for me was, maybe the Meriliths. Maybe the Meriliths.
That one, Barret would have been good for that one.
Yeah.
She's the MVP for that one.
And I used her on the first one. That's why I had to go back and redo my team. But
Yeah.
I didn't even end up using her on the Merilith.
That's why I like these fights, because like, let's say like 40 said that Setzer makes a fight easy, but then he only makes one fight easy. You gotta do two more team comps. So yeah, it does make it interesting for everyone, because everyone is using like tons of different teams, because it could be any combination of units to figure out these fights.
Yeah, so hopefully, Square, thank you for those. We love those. We hope to see those again in the near future, as long as you don't remove other hyped up characters from said banners.
Just include a BT with it at least.
Include a BT. It's fine. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that. But yes, hopefully we see more content like this. All right, friends. So if you guys have any questions, again, feel free to ask them, and we will answer them to the best of our ability. 40. How you doing, fam?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I made it for the last.
Hey, we are happy you made it.
And I got to show off Zayden, because he was awake, and I was like, I asked my wife, can I just show him off? And she's like, okay, fine.
It's like, here you go, take him, show him. That's fine. I mean, again, fam, no pressure whatsoever. We all understand you're Papa again.
Yeah.
Papa 2.0.
Congratulations.
Right? Yes,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, but no, it's always nice to have you. It's weird doing these without you, but no pressure whatsoever. So,
for questions, Blobs usually puts his questions in my server beforehand, so he's got a couple for us. So most recent one is for JP players, so Lids and 40. With the difficulty plateauing, do you think it's time for a difficulty increase to level 300 with another new tier of armors?
Can I take this one, 40?
Yeah,
right.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I don't know if you global players. So right now, what's going on the JP side of the game? Ever since Crystal level 90 came out, the Lufenia Plus legit has not been difficult. You could literally run a team without burst characters and you're fine. But I will say this though, I do anticipate that we are going to be getting something very soon, because as you see, the LDs, they're about to run out of characters that don't have LD. So I seriously foresee something coming either at the end of September or October, because that's usually when big things happen on the JP side of the game, at least from my experience. So something's coming, guys. So just be prepared, especially if you're a JP player. Excuse me. 40. How do you feel about the current era in the JP side of the game?
What I like about it is that party flexibility, because C level 90 is just so overpowered. Not gonna lie, it's just overpowered. I mean, even some of the C level 90 characters, which quote unquote were lackluster, even though I don't think any of them were, it just steamrolls it, to be honest. And because they end up changing the orb mechanics, it's just kind of like, okay, so what was the point of the Lufenia orb, right? So I like the team flexibility. I like how C level 90, every character is really powerful. What I don't like is it's kind of, let's just throw a party of 3 characters together and we win, because the orb doesn't kill us anymore, or we can get around the orb. So that I'm kind of like, okay, well, I like the challenge, I really do. So, but I like what you said. I do feel like something new is coming out soon, something along the lines of like more difficult content, and I'm excited for it, especially now that they've reworked the whole 6-party composition thing. I think we're going to be seeing something new, soon in the horizon, and I'm excited for it, and I'm hoping that it's challenging. It makes us it induces a little bit of rage, but good rage. You know what I mean? That kind of like the whole like, you're getting pushed to your limits, but it's really making you think. That kind of a challenge, because I enjoy that kind of a challenge. Because right now, Lufenia Plus is kind of, I'm gonna bring Laguna, Ramza, Zach, I win, or Ramza, Zach, lock, I win. It's or even like freaking what's her name, pirate chick. I think she's broken.
Start with an L. I forget her name.
Layla.
Layla.
She's
Layla?
broken.
Yeah.
I think she's broken.
I don't have her. I haven't used her, so I don't know.
She's a Maria Ferris combo.
Yeah, there you go.
I find it funny. Lufenia Plus came out. There was so many players just upset with the difficulty of Lufenia Plus when it came out, and now it's like complains that it's too easy.
Isn't it like a repeat of like the EX Plus era? Like EX Plus started really hard, and then the end of EX Plus era was like a joke, right? Doesn't it just feel just similarly?
I would.
Yeah.
And then right into that is the next era. That's the burst era. So you're probably gonna run into a new era pretty damn soon, I'm assuming. Especially since, they're running out of like bursts and C90s or whatever, LDs. Yeah.
And
which means a new weapon tier might come out.
Yeah, new gacha tier. That's what I believe. And I guess for the planners out there, around the C level 90 eras, when you guys can really save up a lot of your gems, because literally you just get a good team of crystal level 90 characters. You don't have to spend as much for a lot of these units. That's a wonderful time to start saving up gems again, guys. So just throwing that out there for any planners up ahead. So, all right, guys. Rez, you said you had more questions, or there was a list of questions we'll take another one.
There's a counterpart for me and Jin. What event would get us to download and play the JP version of DFFOO alongside the global version? I'll tackle it first, but I actually have a JP account. 40 gifted it to me about a year and a half ago, but I just I have never been anything but a day one player in any of my gachas. And I can't imagine joining a game so far in and playing catch up. I just even though I enjoy grinds, I just can't imagine it. So for me to have not started playing it, I guess, even when Terra Burst or even Terra Burst Plus came out, I'd love to play it. And if I had started playing it day one, or even maybe, after a year or something, maybe, but at this point, I can't picture myself ever getting into it, especially since I know it'll eventually come over on the global side. But Jin, what about you?
Absolutely nothing will ever get me to play the JP game. If it's something like that I really like, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm just excited for it when it comes to GL. That's pretty much it. I have barely enough time to play the two mobile games I play right now. So yeah, definitely not.
What if it's Thunder God Sid?
Then I'm just be like, hell yeah, he's coming finally
exactly.
in whatever 7-8 months for GL. So yeah, that's it.
Fine, we tried. Okay. God damn it.
I did see another question earlier from Final Mog. He had asked would we be okay with the triple LD banner with no burst if it was just rerun LDs? And I can answer that first. And I think that it depends on the situation, but if it's running alongside as an extra banner, then I'm okay with that. It's just we had extra banners in other eras where they're just that's if you want to pick up that unit you missed, go try for it. There's no burst there, unfortunately, so it's not a great banner to pull on, but if you really want that unit, you can pull that banner. But yeah, just if they're all reruns, it's fine. But if you're bringing out a new LD, it's going to have a burst. That's my thoughts. How about you, Riz?
I completely agree. We had a bunch of those banners where it was oh, okay, this is a triple. I mean, back when we would have triple EX banners or something, if it's reruns, especially for really hype ones that most people may have pulled for already, but people that maybe have been taking a break from the game or started afterwards, so Tifa LD or something like that, then I think that would be more acceptable if all of them were reruns for them to not have a burst weapon. But that's the only situation where I feel it would be acceptable.
Yeah, I can see that. 40, how do you feel? But
I guess for players that missed out, it'd be cool.
Yeah, it's a good value banner if you have like none of the LDs and you're a new player and they're good units. It's not a bad idea to rerun like useful LDs together, and it doesn't have to have a burst. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
Useful units, useful supports, or kind of like starting or new player banners where they just throw in like, I don't know, a DPS, or I'm sorry, an attacker, a support, and I don't know, like a pseudo unit or something along the lines of that. That'd be cool. I think that would be awesome. So, all right, you know what? I'm seeing it mentioned here, and I'm gonna just ask you guys this: do you guys think we'll see those half price banners again?
No.
Damn it. Oh man.
Like the half-price banners ended with the EX era, didn't it? Or if it never had like an EX ever on them.
No, they were definitely. I think that was like the 35 CP era.
It's
wasn't
only
it?
like 35, yeah. Like at most you can get it at 35 CP.
So anybody that's not really like a day one player, like back in the day before EX, I believe it was before the EX era. You know, we had our 15 CP era, 35 CP era. They would run banners that were half price. So what, 2,500 gems on the first multi-draw, and that was it. So back in the, I remember me too. I don't know, 40. I don't know if you did this too. Like during your videos, you'd be like, "Oh, always pull because it's half price." Did you ever enforce pulling on half off banners? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look at my old videos because I don't remember if I ever encouraged that. I don't remember.
I think it depended on the person, but there was like a general sentiment that they were useful to pull on for power stones because most of us didn't have power stones back in the day. So it was like a cheap way to get power stones. And I remember pulling on them when they were like all the World of Illusion weapons were refeatured at half price, and I was hoping to snag one. So yeah, I did pull on all of those.
I'm curious if they would make a comeback or not, because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, that on the JP side of the game, they're going to be removing 4-star equipment from pulls. I believe it was from the recent OPOP. So I don't know what's going to happen going forward on the JP side of the game. I don't know.
I mean, how many like new weapon tiers, and they might do it for like half price for like only up to EX or something, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, it's not for us players at that point. It's probably not a good idea to pull on those.
Okay.
Gems is for pitying only, I'd say.
Okay, so Mog is confirming they're going to be removing. So I don't know, maybe they'll do like discounted LD banners. Who knows? Just because.
Are they going to be removing 3-star?
They're removing shit, they better. They're removing 4-star. They're remove 3-stars too.
I don't think so because they have to have a reason to show a blue orb.
Yeah,
okay.
What, like, we can't have all golds. Right?
Fine.
Yeah, that
well, I mean, 15 CP, that would definitely make Opera Omnia a top tier game there in regards to free to play. Just a banner, you pull 10, do multi-draw, nothing but gold.
All golds.
Yeah, power stones galore.
Oh, jeez. That would be OP, honestly. That'd be awesome. But we'll see what happens, guys. I guess we'll get more of a confirmation once the next gacha tier of weapons comes out. So we'll circle back to that one. All right, guys.
There was a thing about like, I think Mino from TCC mentioned that. What would you think about the possibility of the next gacha tier being only obtainable through gems? Like tickets will only get you up to the LD. But the new weapon tier is gems only.
Up to the burst, right? Because we can get burst with tickets.
Yeah. I mean, right.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm talking about the next, like the above the LD, obviously.
Hi, Mino.
Mino is there, yeah.
Please don't
that
say
was
my
your
name.
idea, right? That was your mention, right?
Oh, yep. I swear, every time we mention names, they pop up.
Yeah. You probably had some alert. Somebody said my name.
Mino, that's all on Jin Lee there, all right? We said nothing about that. That would be, I don't know. Rez, how do you feel about that?
Fuck that.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, nobody would like it, but it's something that, like, is... Like Crest Storia, we have no way to get any of the new units with tickets, you know? It's kind of like a common thing in gacha games.
Yeah.
That's why, like, DFFO is so great because you can use these free tickets on getting the latest weapons. So,
Anything.
yeah. It sounds like a cursed idea, though. Yeah, I agree.
That's just horrible, right, 40? That's just horrible.
It's from a business
Cursed.
perspective, it's not horrible. If I
It's not horrible.
yeah,
You're right.
for
It's a gotcha thing. Yeah.
for the current state of the game and how players and how we've been so used to how DFO has handled, how free to play this game is, it would not make the community happy. But yeah,
I think there'd be
from
a
a
lot of
business
blowback.
perspective, it's fine. Because Square is out here to make money. In the end, they're here to make money off of us. So.
Yeah, I mean, they did remove the Titus banner from the Setzer banner, so who knows what's coming our way. Maybe the next burst will be only by gems. Who knows? Just
They
saying.
can do it, but they should expect, backlash. The backlash should be respectful, but they should absolutely expect backlash.
Yeah, I definitely don't like that idea. I mean, that's why a lot of us content creators, a lot of us here, we push that this game is probably one of the best free-to-play games out there because, we can use tickets. They give us an abundance of tickets and gems, so for sure. All right, guys, so we're going to go with just one more question, and then that will be it for tonight. 40, how about you pick the last one, fam, if you happen to spot one?
Let me scroll and see
I see Mog there by
if I
Rez's
can find
screen.
a question.
Excuse me.
Trying to find a. Hold on. Do we have a list of questions on our little thing?
We actually do not. Not tonight,
Oh,
so it's
okay.
whatever else. Or Rez, I think Rez, she said there was a list by blobs.
You weren't gonna be here 40. We're just winging stuff. We're just winging stuff this time. We were
Oh, for sure.
irresponsible.
Yeah.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Oh, there's Teddy.
Let's see.
Teddy, are you gonna go for Barret?
Oh,
Tell me you're gonna go for Barret, Teddy.
well, let's keep it simple.
Okay.
What global first characters do you want to see next? Just saying. Let's just throw that out there. It's a
What?
popular question, and let's just do it.
Nanaki, done.
I thought we answered this. I said Jesse, and then Rez hated me for it. So.
Yeah, because you haven't even played Remake yet. Get
So you
out.
guys answered this already.
We answered it last
Did we?
time.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
That,
Okay,
all right,
I
that doesn't
forgot.
count.
Jesse, Biggs, Wedge, Sung, Naki,
Actually, the new
Riku.
JP release is a Cisne or something. Looks amazing.
Disney, yeah.
Yeah.
So like Sung Wen.
Gotta love them Turks. Gotta love them Turks.
Jesse is pretty thirsty for Cloud, just saying.
Jesse is fucking amazing.
Ooh, 40. How about that one from Commander? That one's interesting. Yeah, we
spicy.
haven't seen that one.
What would
Yes,
it take you to
spicy.
quit DFO? Ooh,
Oh my. Okay.
player versus player PvP would push me over the edge because I had a bad experience with a game called Power Rangers Legacy Wars, and you guys know how much I love Power Rangers, but that game was pure live PvP, and if you weren't a whale, it doesn't matter how skilled you are, you lose. You just lose. There's just no way you win. And if DFO ever made it to where that was like an integral part of the game, I'm sorry, DFO, you're gonna get me to drop your game because that's the one thing that where I would be very like I could stomach in like what we were just talking about the whole like what if there was a banner of the next tier of weapons above burst where you can only use gems. I could stomach that. It sucks if they ever did that, but I can stomach that, but do not put live PvP. That would make me very upset because
Jen, what would make you quit? I hate PvP.
I mean, honestly, it would be mostly time. Like, if I didn't have time anymore for the game, then I would quit, or which I don't think will happen, but or the community just goes really terrible, because I don't think I would be playing this game this long without the community and all you guys. So if the community all of a sudden went to the shits, then I probably would play less and less of the game as well.
I can see that, yeah, for sure. How about yourself, Rez?
I agree with that. If it got to the point, I play 2 other gachas that have PvP, and in one of them, I just play for fun. I don't really do PvP that much. Luckily, there's plenty of like PvE content that's behind it. So if it were to get to the point where like PvP was the only way to get a lot of things and it turned into this big cash grab, then, you know, I might reconsider spending a ton of time on the game. But this community, like Jen said, is incredible. You know, I can't really see myself ever stepping away from it for reasons other than like time, life stuff. Like it's very difficult for me to stop playing games. I've been playing Fire Emblem Heroes for 4.5 years, DFFOO for 3.5 years, now Crest for a year, and I don't think I've ever missed a login. I don't think I've ever missed a day in any of those games.
Wow.
So, yeah, it takes a lot for me to actually stop playing a gacha. For better or for worse. What about you, Lidz?
Oh boy. Okay, so the day they do a collaboration with Kingdom Hearts and we see freaking Mickey Mouse in this game, I'm out. Fuck that shit. I'm done. No, we see Mickey Mouse in this game. I'm just I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not sure. Honestly, it's probably what you guys have been saying. Like, I usually don't play games that long, at least nowadays. I really don't. It's honestly you guys, the community, you guys have been awesome. And just doing content for you guys, you know, has kept me going and motivated for Opera Omnia. So like if you guys are done and like just my viewers are not interested anymore, then that would be it. Aside from Mickey Mouse being introduced in some kind of collaborations, but yeah, that would be it for me, honestly. And if for some reason just Opera Omnia decided to close down randomly, I mean, we've had a great run. We'd probably cry a lot, but you know, let's not talk about that right now.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that is it for tonight's episode 11 of the Fireside Chat, a monthly podcast. Be sure to tune in next time because it will be our 1-year anniversary. We'll have to discuss to see what we're going to do for that, but it should be very, very exciting. So if my fellow hosts would like to tell the viewers where they may find you.
Yes, you can find me on YouTube and Discord and specifically Twitch tomorrow night. Again, we're going to be doing a Yuna cosplay for the release of her LD and burst weapons. So come through. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, we're also going to be doing a fundraiser for a nonprofit based in Lebanon to help the country rebuild. So hope to see you guys there. The cosplay arrived today and it looks awesome.
All right, I am Jin Lee on YouTube. That's helped push me to 4K subs. Thank you very much for everyone who subbed. Love you guys.
40.
You guys can find me on Discord, Twitch, YouTube community posts, as I still use it, Twitter and Facebook. I want to suggest for our 1 year that the hosts each try to cosplay a Final Fantasy character, including Jin. We should all push for that.
I got a great idea for Jins. It's gonna be great.
I'm already in Cloud of Darkness cosplay right now, actually.
No.
God damn it. All right, and I am Lidz87, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. I can't wait for Rez and Jin to join Twitter, but we'll have to wait for that day. But all right, guys, again, thank you guys for joining us tonight on episode 11, and we will see you guys next month. All right, thank you, and take it easy. All right, bye.
Thanks,
Thank you very
guys.
much. See you
Bye.
guys.
See you tomorrow.